started?
Yeah.
Oh, hello everyone. My name is Steve Dow, but I go by Natty's Daddy, as you may well know. I do that because on December 7th, 1999, a day that will live in infamy, the doctors put in my arm a little baby girl that I named Natalie Jane. And ever since then, I have quit being Steve Dow, and I have been Natty's Daddy. And I have never regretted it once. So, first of all, let me thank you all so much for clicking in today. Appreciate it greatly. Would appreciate it even more if you click on some of those ads to the side of your screen, because that's how I get paid. But anyway.
Nanny food.
No, you don't. But anyways, she's like me. So anyways, first of all, also let me apologize for my hands, because I don't seem to know what to do with them really, and I kind of get nervous, so I just kind of fly them all over the place. It'd be better if I had a microphone and a mic stand, but I thought they might get in the way and you wouldn't be able to see me. So I thought, no, I won't do that. So this is not my first time though, believe it or not, at comedy. Right after me and my ex-wife separated, I felt so free and so good that I went up to Lexington, Kentucky to Comedy Off-Broadway, and I did a little act up there, and I wanted to do it again ever since, but work has just not let me do it. So I thought I could put it on the internet, and all you people out there in internet land see it, and that would kind of maybe get it out of my system. But I thought, if I'm really going to be a comedian, I'm going to need me one of those taglines, because all the greats have those. And I got to thinking about Jeff Foxworthy's. He's got that one, "You might be a redneck if," and I thought, well, that's already taken. So, what could I get me? And I thought, how about all those things in life that happen to us that you just love? And I thought, my tagline would be, don't you just love that? And the first thing I thought of when I got to thinking about that was, hey, you'll be singing along, the song on the radio, and you just love it so much, you'll be singing along, love, love will keep us together. Think of me, babe, whenever some sweet talking girl come around. And you realize you don't know the words. But then you also realize you're not alone, and the person that you're with knows that you didn't know the words because you're not that on key to begin with. And they give you that look like, you're ridiculous.
Well, you are.
And so, that happens to me all the time, as you can imagine. And don't you just love that? Then I got to thinking about cell phones, and they absolutely amaze me. I'm just astounded by it. Cell phones. How in the world they work, I have no idea. Because when I was a kid, we didn't have cell phones. We had rotary phones. Do you remember rotary phones? They're the ones that you put your finger in the little hole and you turn it around and it comes back. Heaven forbid you had to dial a 9 or a 0 because they were at the very end and it took forever. I mean, if you had to make a 911 call, the person would be dead because it would take so long to make the call. But cell phones, at least my cell phone, it never fails. Maybe yours is the same way. It will cut out. Does yours cut out? Mine cuts out. And it always cuts out when the person on the other end has just asked me a question. And I don't know they've asked me a question because the phone was cut out. So the phone comes back on, and every time when they finished asking the question. So they'll finish asking the question and the phone will come back on, and I'm sitting there like, what happened? And they're just sitting there like, are you not going to answer me? And so that stuff happens to me all the time. And don't you just love that? Another thing that I love is the computer. Now I know you people out there on the internet, you love your computers too. I remember when computers first came out, I wanted one they had on television called the Atom. They said it could do everything. Basically, it was a typewriter and an Atari, okay? But I just had to have one. Of course, I never got it. But now, I've got my own computer. I've got the internet. I'm set up. Love the internet, don't you? It's absolutely amazing. It's better than a cell phone. But, there's a lot of things about it I don't understand either. Okay? I'll be looking at something on the internet, and they'll want you to buy it right there. Now, I'm an old-fashioned guy, okay? When I buy something, I like to stand in line, not online, okay? But people buy their clothes and everything on the internet. That's amazing. But it never fails. I'll see something on the internet that I just cannot believe. I mean, it'll be something completely outlandish, you know, something like Tom Cruise is married to Freddie Prinze Jr. or something like that. And I'll be just like, what in the world? And I'll be thinking about that like 2 or 3 days later, and I won't remember if I dreamed it or if I saw it on the internet. Don't you just love that?